Foreign embassies in Pyongyang are staying put for now, despite warnings from the regime there to evacuate. The North Korean government says it can't guarantee the safety of diplomatic enclaves, citing tensions and the threat of war. The North has primed at least 2 ballistic missiles in response to US and South Korean warship encroachment. Let's get some more perspective on the standoff now with a geopolitical analyst at 21stcenturywire.com. Patrick Henningsen joining us live here on RT. Good to see you today. Do you take any stock or any substance to the embassy warning, or is this just a bit more hype?
Yes, it is a very real danger for the embassies in North Korea, as it's a danger for South Korea and the countries around. The big question is how this hyped up at the beginning had to do with the nuclear threat from North Korea. And there's a series of things that have gone on in the last month to get us to that conclusion. And I can't help but remember in the run-up to the Iraq war, everyone was asking, would Saddam Hussein use chemical weapons or not? But no one actually asked the question, does he really have them in the first place? And the same question I've just asked regarding North Korea. What is their nuclear threat? And as far as I can see, and as far as U.S. officials' actual admissions are, there is no nuclear threat, as we can say, interballistic missile threat to the United States. So this is very much overhyped in a Cold War theatrical sense.
All right, Patrick, let's engage what's going on right now. I understand South Korea has sent missile cruisers to the north borders, while a U.S. armada is cozying up on the coast as well. And any chance, do you think, that could persuade Pyongyang to stand down?
It's a very interesting situation we have here. As you know, North Korea, the kind of state propaganda that they release within their own country for their domestic use is actually being validated by Washington, D.C.'s reaction. In other words, the B-2 stealth flyovers, the F-22 exercises, the destroyer parked off the coast of South Korea. This is validating North Korean propaganda, and it's a perfect storm for some sort of a staged international conflict. Whether it will go hot is another matter. But there's a lot of other things that have happened around this. North Korea is threatened to restart its nuclear reactor, and I think that has more to do with these events than people realize. It has a lot more to do with the actual production of nuclear power, as the same case with Iran. That's why these countries are axis of evil.
Well, indeed. I mean, certainly there are Western powers out there that do like to throw North Korea and Iran into the same box as well. But if I can for a moment here, for years, the former leader Kim Jong-il, he saber-rattled, and usually Washington stepped in with some sort of a carrot-stick maneuver. This time, though, under Kim Jong-un, it seems Pyongyang has actually turned its usual method up a few notches.
They have, but you have to look at this, Rory, in the context of what's going on geopolitically. The pivot, the threat from North Korea might be overhyped, but the pivot towards Asia from the United States is very real, okay? Right now, since this crisis began, the Philippines has already okayed the use of more bases for the United States in that country, and there was a deal to decommission some of the Okinawa sites in Japan, and that might be off the table as a result of the hype of this particular conflict. So, you see the military-industrial complex needs a reason to exist, and I believe the North Korean threat, be it theatrical or real, gives us that reason, gives the pretext for the expansion of the military economy from the U.S. side.
All right, Patrick Henningsen, a geopolitical analyst from 21stcenturywire.com. A great pleasure to have you on RT this Saturday. Thank you.